that the blowout jobs number, it had a couple things in it. First, it rolled back the concern over a looming recession and an economic slowdown. And second, it did so without igniting, as Joe suggested, much concern about Federal Reserve rate hikes that you might have gotten with a 266,000 job growth. Rate cuts remain the odds-on choice for the Fed's next move, but not for a while. We got a 0% chance of a rate cut in December. Not going to happen. And then a kind of tentative, I don't know what's going to happen, kind of 51% in July, which, you know, is like a hedge. It's not really even a position.
It's so far out.
It's so far out, you can't even see it. Anyway, that's what the market thinks. But with the Fed expected to remain on hold for a while, the focus is going to be on the policy rate projections that the Fed puts out, the summary of economic projections, and they're likely to come down. Let me tell you where the Fed is right now. 2020, 1.9%. So they still got a cut. The median Fed forecaster has a hike built in, and then 2.1, and then all the way up to the long run of 2.5. That's coming down, folks. That's probably all that whole structure of rates projections are going to come down, and we'll see where the Fed stands. The new thinking is that rates won't go up until inflation firmly shows up, and that may not happen until the seamless, bottomless pit of workers runs out. And so I did some work on Friday looking at participation rates and employment levels. There may be as many as, well, it depends on how you count it, but 10 million extra workers out there. Take a look. This is a very simple exercise. If men and women aged 16 and over participated in the labor force at the same rate they did in 2000, it would be 3.3 million extra women and 7 million extra men. Now, of course, this is 16 over, doesn't take account for retirement, although retirees are working at greater. Also, a lot of younger people, 16 to 19, they're out of the workforce too. We have no idea how many could come back in, how much it would take in salaries or some massive job programs, but betting on them not returning has been the wrong bet, and that augurs for continued low inflation and a Fed that can remain on hold because there's a big supply of labor.
Although, when we've talked about this in the past, we've pointed out that there are issues like the opioid crisis and other things that have displaced some of these workers and make you wonder if they can ever actually come back to the workforce.
Right. Some of that's going to be, but some of it also may be the wage. And I've always said, don't tell me somebody's not going to do something until you tell me the price they're not going to do it at.
I guess part of the question would be benefits, too. The Trump administration has moved to cut back some of the extension of benefits that were put in place during the Great Recession.
I'm not sure that's Trump administration stuff. I think
we just
that's
talked to one of them.
State-level stuff.
Well, we just talked to the Trump administration last week about some changes they're planning with the SNAP program.
That they're planning. But the biggest part of the change has been at the state level. It's harder in general to qualify for unemployment insurance, and a whole bunch of reasons why the level of claims have come down. But that's probably not the biggest explanation for the idea of why claims are down, and that's because there's more jobs out there.